Hey guys, how's it going? My name's always and welcome back to Feed the Beast Pyramid Reborn. In the last episode, we were working with Botania a little bit. Starting to get into Botania, basically just waiting for EU production to finish up so that we can get the Black Lotus and aluminum. I think that's aluminum anyways. And we're getting close-ish to that. So it's just going to be, more than anything, just a matter of time. And just got to keep doing what we've been doing. So really there's not much to it. Just got to keep making biomass, and the generator is still going. It's got like 20 more blocks of stuff. So this has another bucket of goodness. Ethanol, not canola oil. I keep calling it canola oil. It is ethanol. So yeah, last episode we started getting into Botania. I don't remember what else we did. To be honest, it was a month ago. So a little bit of an update. This mod pack has actually been updated. However, I'm still playing on the old version. The reason I forgot to take that down. Oh well. Let's do that while we're talking. So the reason I'm still playing on the old version is actually quite simple. It changes a lot of stuff. I've heard that it removes the... I can't do that. Dang it. I've heard that it removes the computer system altogether. Yeah, there's a lot different, and I'm not going to update. The reason being is I don't want to lose all my progress. I hope you guys don't fault me for that one, but I don't want to lose my progress. So yeah, that is kind of the state of this mod pack. I might take a look at what the updated one is after we're done with this, which we're getting relatively close actually. And so I might take a look at it. If there is anything that's drastically different, we might actually do another playthrough of it, probably a little bit faster now that I know what I'm doing, or at least a little bit more of what I'm doing, and I'll worry about the rest of that later. Let's just put some light here and here, here and here, and down there. Doesn't matter. So yeah, there was an update. Not gonna do anything about that, just because I don't know what all it changes, and I don't want to deal with that. So that's kind of the state of this mod pack. On the curse, is it curse? Whatever it is, Twitch. It's Twitch now. It's still technically curse, but it's Twitch. On the launcher. So what do we have? Is this the embossed? Yes. Let's just grab this last one and put that there. There we go. Looks nice. So yeah, we are going to be working on some of the stuff today. We're going to be working on Botania, basically while we wait for everything else to kind of process. And it should be fine. So, between episodes, I went ahead and I put them back. Yes, I got a bunch of mystical light gray flower petals. The reason being is we're going to need these to get more flowers. And luckily, this mob farm, it has been working a lot better now that we put a mob crusher in there. And what we need to do is, first of all, we're going to pulverize some bones to get bone meal, and we also need, what is that? That is the mob. Okay. We also need to use this, let's see, the mystical light gray flower petals. We're going to be, let's change the texture of the wand of the forest. I didn't realize that. Huh, that's kind of cool. And sparks have changed their texture. So I've not actually messed with Botania in the newer version, but we need the pestle and mortar, which is just some sticks and a bowl. So do we have a bowl? No. Plenty of wood and sticks, so I think it's just like, there we go. piece of wood and a stick, and there we go, pestle and mortar. So this is required for making floral powder. So these are really good. You can combine them with bone meal, and I believe it's bone meal and 4 of these will give you floral fertilizer, which is what we've been trying to get here lately, because we need a couple more flowers, like that one. That is the one we need. We just need white right now. So we have white flower petals now. That is kind of awesome. We'll worry about the rest later. So we can put that away, and we're going to want the bone meal. Put that away. We're also going to want our shears. And what we're going to do is we're going to duplicate these like we have been with the other stuff. So we need a bone meal on the bar, please. Thank you. So we just put the white flower petals down, bone meal them, and there we go. Now we have 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So lots of white petals. Now, why do we want white petals? Well, because they're really useful. We'll get to that in a second. So, kind of the next step in this process, we're going to need 4. Let's get 8. Why not? Yeah, let's get 8. So what we need now is a petal apothecary, or however you say it. Petal, this guy. Apothecary? Yeah, I can't say it that well. We need a petal and just some stone. Also, we're going to get some wood, because saplings, and that's a lot of saplings. So that's going to be more biomass, which is what we want. So we are going to be making the petal apothecary, and what that allows us to do is basically make mystical flowers. Now we have some seeds on us. That's good. So the first thing we're going to want is this guy. So we need some cobblestone slabs. Do we have? We do. And there we go. There is the petal apothecary. So we need to put this next to something that has water. I really feel like I should put, ooh. Why are we, we're still getting power. I guess we could do this down here. It doesn't hurt any, so we'll just put that there. We need a bucket of water in here. And first thing we need to make is we need to throw in 4 of these white petals. And now we just throw in a pair of seeds and we get a pure daisy. Now, why do we need this? Well, pure daisy is kind of the requirement to get, well, anywhere with Botania. And what we'll want is we need some dirt. Let's see, where can we do this that's nice and out of the way? I guess just right here is fine. We're gonna break that. I thought we were gonna say goodbye to it, but evidently not. We need to put the pure daisy down. Now the pure daisy is a flower, so it has to be put on dirt. And what we can do is we can surround the pure daisy with wood. And this is the first thing you should do. The other thing you're gonna want is stone. So we're going to take half a stack of stone as well. And honestly, you know what? Let's get like a stack or 2. Yeah, let's just get a stack of stone cooking up. We're going to want a lot more stone. So how are we doing on EU at this point? How close are we? We are at 21, so it's been about 10 minutes, and we've gotten about 2,000, or a fifth of what we need. So the pure daisy is working on this oak wood, which is great. That's what we want to see. Now, here's the thing about it, is it takes, I think it's exactly a minute, and it turns into this, living wood. And we can just harvest that pretty quickly, and we're going to want more of this, so we're just going to get more living wood. For right now, this is good enough. Just getting living wood. And the next thing we're going to want to do is we're going to want to make the Wand of the Forest, which requires 3 sticks and 2 petals of any color. The petals change what petals are on the wand, so you can kind of customize it a little bit, but I don't really care too much, so we're just going to use light gray because I have a bunch of those. And now we have a Wand of the Forest. Now there's 2 modes, bind and a function mode. If you've never seen Botania or used Botania, you're almost never going to use the function mode. Bind mode is much more important. Allows you to kind of say, this thing, look at this thing, which will become more obvious as we get farther along. So our goal for Botania is the Starfield Creator, which requires Elementium and Pixie Dust. Both of these are relatively easy to get. They're the same things. It's both Elven trade. So we need the Elven Gateway Cores, which means Terrasteel. And in order to get Terrasteel, we need the Terrasteel Agglomeration Plate. Did I already have that down? No, okay. So Terrasteel Agglomeration Plate. This thing. Which requires a bunch of runes, which should not be too bad. We need a runic altar. Alright, it looks like it's all vanilla recipes. So we're just going to want more of this stuff. And I'm just going to get a full half a stack of living wood. And probably the next thing we should make is a, what is it called? It is a mana spreader. There we go. That's what it's called. So we need a mana spreader, which requires a piece of gold, some living wood, and a petal. Doesn't matter what kind. This is immaterial. I believe it makes the color inside a little bit different, but doesn't actually matter. So we'll get to that later. We need some other stuff before we can really do anything with that. So we need to start working on the stone. I really love to have flight. What do we require to... Wait, I already have flight. I forgot. Okay? Oops. I forgot. I have flight. So let's build a little bit of a platform. Nothing too terribly much. Let's get like 2 stacks of... a few stacks anyways. And then we're going to take this guy... embossed, embossed, embossed. We'll put him back away. We have an unbreakable wand. Let's go ahead and get these guys. And then stone also can be transformed. So let's just do it right here. And we'll just go all the way out. And that's good enough. So we're going to want a little bit of an area. 2, 3, 4, 5. That's going to be dirt. And that will be mana production. We'll have... right here will be fine. Alright, cool. So just need to light this area up. And I don't really care about torches, it just, as long as it's bright enough, it doesn't matter. So let's get some more stuff. And there we go with the living rock. So there's living rock. Let's just get the rest of this kind of taken care of. I'm not too worried about having fences because I forgot I could fly, but that's what else we did last time. We got flight taken care of. And not just like getting the angel ring, but also being able to use it with the GP. So let's just get rid of all this. Put a torch there, why not? Cool, perfect. And alright, let's fly down here. Anything land down here? Alright, we have a few embossed stones, so let's clean up this hole. And I don't really care about this stuff, but let's go ahead and grab the rest of this. Takes forever to break. So what we're gonna do now is we need to start looking at, well, we need to start looking at getting mana. So let's dump this away. This can go back. These guys can go back in here. We're gonna want more stuff, so this needs to go back down, and we get some more living rock. So in order to make mana, one thing we need is a mana pool. Let's make another crafting bench over here, just so it's easier for me. Put it right here. So mana pool is pretty easy. It's just a U shape with that. So there's the mana pool. We're gonna put this guy right here, and we're also gonna want another little bit of mana. So we need another piece of gold. We're gonna want another mana spreader, so there we go. So what we'll have is any production that we want right here, which for right now is just gonna be well, it's just gonna be like solar. It's very basic tier, and we're gonna have this one right here. We'll get those set up here soon, so we can bind this guy to this mana pool, and there it will only go to the mana pool. This guy doesn't really care. So let's get some more living rock, and we'll start working towards getting mana production. So in order to get mana production, we need some flowers. Easiest one is our Daybloom's gone. Do we have the Lexica Botania? So it's a book and a sapling. Let's go ahead and get that because it's been a while. That's the guidebook. Leather and paper. I have a sapling on me. And there's the Lexica Botania. So this book tells you everything you need to know about Botania. It is literally the guidebook for this mod pack. So, or for this mod rather. Let's harvest some stuff just so that I can keep getting biomass. Let's see, we can turn plant ball and plant ball. Is that the best way? So this uses makes us 450. I always check this because I always forget. Uses in fermenter makes you 50. So 8 times, yeah, it's 400. It's 50 more. So let's switch these guys out real quick. I really want to get the EU production done. We are relatively close, so just get that guy there. Yeah, 22. We're probably going to get it next episode. So we're going to get full head of steam into Botania and go from there. So let's see. That is done. And we have the Lexica Botania. So what I need to do is I need to figure out how do we get mana. There's welcome to Botania. Yep. Just basically how to use it, and there we go. We can go back. Don't need a tutorial. Generating flora. So Dayblooms are completely gone. So there once was a flower that was it was a interesting thing. It produced a very little amount of mana from sunlight. There was a counterpart that did it for moonlight, so day and night. They seem to be gone, so looks like we need to use Endoflames. And okay, so brown, red, and light gray. Well, we have light gray. We need brown and red. Let's come over here where there's more grass, and we're gonna get some more flowers. And none of those work. Alright, well, none of those are what we need. So what we need to do is one, harvest this again, but we need to make more. Not a big deal. That'll go in there. So we're just gonna take 6, 7, 8. Mortar and pestle all this. And then bone meal. Gonna need more bone meal. Hey, I have an ender pearl. That's actually really nice. Can I duplicate ender pearls? No. Not directly anyways. Gas tiers we can't either. So ender pearls are actually somewhat rare. Let's just get a bunch of bone meal. Pulverize just a bunch. Got a bunch of stone now. We're gonna put that away. And let's see, floral fertilizer over here again. So there is the red that we're gonna need. We just need brown. That was saplings. Saplings can stay. Let's grab all of this stuff and just about to mana production. So let's grab more. Doesn't really matter what color. We can always make more petals, and you don't typically need the flowers. It's very rare that you need the flowers themselves. Typically you just need the petals. So here's 3 more. Hopefully we get a brown flower. If not, we'll just keep doing this. So there is a brown flower. And another red one too. Alright, awesome. That means we can get more petals. So Endoflame was... I don't remember now. Let's just throw all this stuff in here. And what I like to do is something along the lines of this. So there's 3, 6, 9, 12. We're missing 4 more flowers. Light gray. We don't actually have light gray. Okay. That's fine. White goes there. So brown. We're going to do this. And put you back. Red, we're going to get one of you. And we're going to put you back. And then light gray, I think we need 2 of those. So let's see Endoflame. It's 2 brown. Okay. Well, it doesn't matter because we're going to duplicate the red and the brown anyways. Let's do it twice. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Plenty of flowers. Alright, so it was 2 brown, so we'll need 2 of these. 1 of those. Alright, perfect. Let's grab this. Throw all that in there. Bone meal can go in there as well as that. Dirt as well. We need a single seed, and we're going to need our bucket. And just down to the petal apothecary. Put that in there. Throw all the petals and the seeds, and we have Endoflame. So what we can do now is we'll put the Endoflame here. It should automatically connect to the closest mana spreader, which you can see the little outline when you hover over it with the Wand of the Forest. And that will give it to the mana pool. So what we can do is grab a block of coal. put it out there. It'll suck it up and burn it and produce mana. And we'll see some blue mana here in a second. At least it used to be blue. I'm assuming it's still blue. So we needed to produce mana regardless, because the item that we're going to get, the Black Lotus, or that looks like the Blacker Lotus, this guy will give us mana. We just need more power. And that is good in one sense, because it's going to give us a lot of mana. But I don't know that we're going to be able to duplicate it, which is the problem. How much coal do you have left? You have 13 blocks. So this produced mana. Oh, are you storing it? You are. So there we go. There is the nice blue mana. And what we can do, if we have enough, we need to duplicate some diamonds. Let's just get a couple of diamonds. I just want one for right now. If we have enough, we don't. So once we have enough mana, we can throw a diamond into this mana pool, and we'll have a mana diamond, which is used for a lot of things. Specifically, kind of the next part that we need to work on. So I think that's a good enough stopping point. I might make a couple more flowers, get this full of mana. Do we have enough yet? Nope. You can also right click and see how much there is, and there is next to none. And this guy requires a good bit to infuse. So we just need to get more diamonds. We just need to get more mana, rather, and we'll get there. It will take a while, but we'll get there. And kind of the plan is we get our mana diamonds. We're going to be working with Botania a lot in the near future, and pretty much once we have this taken care of, once the EU is done, we'll have a little bit better source of mana, at least for the time being, and we can immediately do the garden cloche. And then what else is left? There's not much left. Let's see, there is the programmer. We can already do that, to be honest. I just been lazy. I don't want to deal with Pneumaticraft right now. And yeah, that's pretty much it. We just have the Starfield creator, and then this guy, and then this is a secret. You guys will see what it means later, and what that has to do with anything, as will I, because I vaguely know, but I don't. Also, what is this down here? Is this a wireless thing so the computers can talk? It is, yes, a relay, open computers. So all the computer stuff is down here. And here's a relay for that, so they can talk to all this stuff. Basically, it's computer stuff, so that all these guys work with all the main computer stuff in there. But anyways, I am going to do some work off camera. Honestly, I'm going to harvest a bunch of wheat and crops in general. Just kind of do one of these. Stand here forever. And the next episode, we are going to continue on with Botania, as well as hopefully getting a couple more quests done and getting closer to the end of this. So I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!